so much for joining us on this absolute Tuesday. As above, so below. We're talking about Mars energy. Y'all know I believe in teaching universal laws. They are applicable to each and every one of us. Oh, let me take this off, y'all. I hope this is interfering in my live. But we appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining us on this Tuesday, as above, so below. And thank you guys. What's up there, Minister Mario Crown Ochosi? Say that with your whole chest. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for being a part of these lives. And thank you so much for the vote of confidence that many of you guys found yourself in having with Apostle Ely. I appreciate that. And to each and every one of you guys that are being notified that I am live. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Apostle Ely. I am the pastor, the apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in African tradition. This is the day that we have what's up there, my Keish, my baby Scorpio? And then we got Love, Taurus in the house. Then we got my baby Pisces, Kiara, Tree Rhonda. What's up, Aries? How you doing? How you doing, Tree? Thank you guys so much for being a part of my live. And I do really appreciate the comments that you guys are sending out. And to each and every one of you guys, once again, that give me the opportunity to share what I believe in and I operate in. And to be a part of your journey. And hopefully I am doing a good job in inspiring you to be the best version of your spiritual self that you can. What's up, Mama Susan? Welcome to my world. All right, that squirrel. Get that nut. And then we got Sister Jackie, Taurus in the house, and Unveiling and give it to us now. That's what I'm talking about, Pisces. To each and every one of you guys, and to my Madrina and to my Padrino, salutations and medifun. Oh yeah, who's ruler of the marketplace for all of you guys? And I have some commentary about what to do. Oh yeah, is the ruler of the marketplace, petitioning her for prosperity with your business, or Ganesh. Also is another spirit. Zadkiel is an archangel that rules on Thursday. Depending on what you're trying to do. But taking certain actions and utilizing certain entities that we work with. These are a lot of the things, especially those that work with me and support me. You know that you're tapping into Oya's energy. So ask Oya. You know, I helped Apostle Ely, your son, and I don't mind his scripture with that. Got you. I'll let you know that in a minute. And so therefore, that's why I want you guys to understand what you're tapping into. And when you are supporting that energy, that frequency, or that vibration, then you also partake in the blessings that come along with that particular energy or deity or spirit. Okay. Also, guys, once again, we want to say thank you for the comments up under these videos and the comments and the likes and the shares. What's up there, Natasha Foster? Aquarius, hey. It's Fat Albert, and he's gonna be boxed for you. All right, I went too fast. I went back in the day. That's what we were doing. But thank you so much to my Christian buddies for y'all stars, y'all tomfoolery. These are the cards that we read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. One of the things that I like to read personally, Keish, is Psalm 24. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Oh, thank you, Mama Susan. She said I'm doing a great job. That's whether she mad with me or not. It's okay. Now, I also want to say hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. And do not think I'm overlooking any of you guys, but I can only see so far and see so much. Okay. But I thank God for what I have been able to get done. And thank you so much to each and every. What's up? There go my Cancer. All right, crab legs. Monique 444. It's the brown hornet. Ha! Yes, baby. Yeah, that's another way back. Yes, baby. Darius in the house on Facebook. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Excited to be here with y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I did some consultation today that just really inspired me. Had me happy and mad as is that. Wait a minute. That's my Boaz in here. Yes, baby. Wait a minute. I got something for you. Keep on playing with Apostle Ely. But I really had a very good time doing my consultations today. But I was saddened by some things that I saw. And I want to teach something tonight. This is definitely Tuesday. And to each and every one of you guys, whether you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, whether you're Santeria, whether you are a Mystic Ajay, whether you're a Mason, whether you're Eastern Star, or you just want to do some conjure, magician, whatever, energy, frequency, and vibration. And I want to say, as somebody that has been doing magic since I was a child, I'm 50 years old, I have been a participant in a lot of these traditions, and some of them I am initiated in. But I like to keep it 100. But tonight I need to keep it 1,000. All right? I want to talk about something that, not to dispel. What's up, Brother Johnny? Father of our church, Karen O'Brien, Gemini, and then we got Danielle Gregory, my Aquarius from Alabama. Come on up in here. I want to talk about something because I'm getting a lot of people that are in that either a crown, they have warriors, they have their pots, they may be scratched in palo. But let me explain something to y'all, and this is why I keep teaching this, because I get too many people coming to me that it's not that they don't love the Orishas, it's not that they don't love the Impungo, it's not that they don't love the religion, but they're not getting the benefit of the sacrifices that they have made. And let me explain something. I want to talk about it takes more than tools tonight. I want to bring a certain level of glory and honor back to the ATRs. What's up there, Karen Cartwright? Even if you want to stay in the church, I want you to be able to see what the power of prayer can do, along with maybe fasting, along with maybe giving, maybe coupling your prayers with other tools. And there are people out here that are not benefiting from their investment into the ATRs, and it's not because the ATRs do not work. Okay, so I don't want anybody to get offended. I want you to educate. I want you to take personal responsibility, and I want you to know that I do sympathize from the aspect of, I don't want anybody to think that Ola Damari or the Mighty Zombie or the El Shaddai, the Elohim, any of these entities, deities, have any failure in them. But there are certain things that are being pushed that prohibit people from seeing manifestation. So we're going to talk about that tonight. So that whatever you decide, whether you decide to be a Muslim, whether you decide to be a Kabbalist, whether you decide to be just a psalmist, whether you decide to use your music to do magic, hey, long as it works. We trying to get to the era where even the tools that we buy, they actually work. Okay, so we're going to talk about it on tonight. First of all, my subject is, it takes more than tools. 2 Kings, the 4th chapter, 31 through 35. Once again, you grown, do what you want to do. I'm here for people that keep asking me this question, and I feel so sorry for some of you guys, because you have spent so much money and time into these ATRs, and they actually do work. Okay, what's up there, my eldest son? I want to share this with you, because I really feel like a part of my journey is to open the eyes of those that are devout and they're really believers. Okay, now Gehazi, it says in verse 31, and Gehazi passed on before them and laid the staff upon the face of the child, but there was neither voice nor hearing. Wherefore he went again to meet him and told him, saying, the child is not awakened. Elisha sent, what's up, my Cancer? Roger's in the house. Elisha sent Gehazi, his servant, to restore life back into the son of the Shunammite woman. And in that, Gehazi went in and did as instructed. When you're not connected to the tool, I need y'all to hear me. As above, so below. We're talking about action. Activate. A part of Mars energy is how to activate your tool. Even though it was not the staff of Gehazi, it was the staff of Elijah, Gehazi was not connected to that particular tool, so therefore that manifestation could not have taken place. I need y'all to understand, you don't just need to buy a tool, and if somebody is consecrating something, they need to create a link between you and that particular tool in order for that tool to respond unto you. Okay? It's just like you got to have the code to the alarm system. You need the code in order to activate the card, your debit card or your credit card. You need an ability to be able to access or activate a particular tool so it will respond to your energy, your vibration, and your frequency. Okay? End of story. Gehazi was unsuccessful in bringing this child back to life. Verse 32. And when Elijah was come into the house, behold, the child was dead, and lay upon his bed. And he went in therefore and shut the door upon them twice, and prayed unto the Lord. And the Bible said in verse 34, and he went up and laid upon the child, and put his mouth upon his mouth, his eyes upon his eyes, and his hands upon his hands, and stretched himself upon the child, and the flesh of the child waxed warm. In other words, something began to manifest. Let me explain something. First of all, in defense of the ATRs, the truth is, a lot of times we cannot perform certain miracles because certain people are worried about what it would look like. Now, we all know if in the present day time, if somebody walked in and seen a grown behind man laying on top of a child, mouth to mouth, eye to eye, nose to nose, they be calling child protective services, okay? Even though the child dead. Sometimes when you're out here and you're trying to walk your spiritual journey, there are certain things that you may have to do that other people may not and will not understand. And you still got to do that if you're trying to get certain things to manifest. Because a lot of times we're trying to get people to approve of the tools or the methods by which we work our magic. I personally, that is not my endeavor. I work with what I work with. I do what I do. I don't care what other people think. Okay? Like I said, that's me. But a lot of you guys are doing things. Number one, you may find that you may have a problem with, or you are doing those things, practicing your magic in front of people that you know got a problem with what you're doing. And either case, that's no wisdom. Elisha shut the door twice. When you trying to get something popping, when you trying to get something done, only people need to be in the room that believe in what they're doing. And just because you got the tools of Moses, and you got the tool of Apostle Eli, and you got the tools of anybody, it doesn't matter. Moses' staff, Jesus' spit, it don't matter. If you don't believe in those tools and you're not connected, you're not activated. Before I pick up anything, I already believe God gonna do what he do. Before I step to the cemetery, before I go to the crossroad, before I go to the river, before I go to water, because I understand that I am a part of my own magic. When my padrino or my madrina or anybody gives me something, even my spiritual dad, I knew that would assist my magic, assist my manifestation. But I always knew that I had to bring it home. You going to Home Depot buying a tool is one thing. You applying that tool and putting the work behind that tool is a whole nother chapter. Okay? I need y'all to get that. Activating your tools and then working them until you get a desired outcome. It goes on to say in verse 35, this is why I want to do 35. Then he returned and walked in the house to and fro, went up and he stretched himself upon him. And the child sneezed 7 times, and the child's eyes were open. Now, remember, he had already stressed himself. He did more than one thing to bring this child. First of all, the first thing that he did with the child, he prayed twice. Nothing happened. When you are a conjurer, when you are a spiritual person, you cannot faint because your first prayer did not move that mountain. You cannot faint because your first spoken word did not manifest. I don't understand like a level of confidence in saying like, okay, what all do I got to do in order for manifestation? He prayed twice in verse 33. Then he laid himself, he put his own body, his own ashay, his own cheek upon that child. And he did that. And then he turned around in verse 35. The Bible said that he went to and fro. He walking up and down. That means, you know how they say, the old people say, I had to walk the flow. They all night long I had to walk the flow. He was continuously interceding for this. And then the Bible says, after walking to and fro, he stretched himself again on that child. And at that moment, that's when that child sneezed 7 times. And then the child's eyes were open. Tools are one thing. Gehazi was never going to get the manifestation because it was never Gehazi's desire for that child. He just was being obedient. Everybody that may follow instruction don't mean that they believe that thing gonna come to pass. This is why I spearhead a lot of my manifestations. This is why I don't let a lot of people have their hands on when I'm doing work. Because if you have never seen it brought to pass, then how you gonna first believe? A lot of y'all just go into stuff with that blind faith. They learn that crap in church. Activate your tools and then be a part of the process. Okay? Then I wanted to bring to your attention. Every tradition offers you some form of tool. I don't care what you practice, that's even down to the Christian church. We use our Bibles. We use our prayer oil. Thank you for this teaching on today. I know that's right. Spiritual boot camp at its finest. Thank you, so Bo. Much love to you. Now, every tradition, every ATR gives you some type of tool to work with. In the church, they give us the Bible and the prayer oil. Every one of them give you tools. But every tool has to be worked by the individual. If you don't believe in your tool, if you don't believe in your prayer cloth, you're not going to see signs, wonders, and miracles. I tell people oftentimes, I can take your tools and do more with your tools. Because first of all, I believe in your God more than you believe in your God. The reason why I'm going to get more manifestation, because I already believe it belongs to me anyway. I already believe that victory belongs to me. I already believe that I'm the head and not the tail, above only and not beneath. Before I even utter any divine prayer or incantation, before I flip a card, I already believe that I'm more than a conqueror. I already believe that my enemy is going to be my foot. There are certain things before I ever utter or think something, my mindset is already persuaded in a certain direction. I'm not just optimistic. I'm not just positive. I'm already putting the energy out there. So when I pick up that tool, or I set before that shrine, or I work that pot, or I burn that incense, or I light that candle, half of the work is already done through the state of my mind. Because remember, as above, so below, all is mine. That's why they tell y'all about y'all intention. I intentionally become victorious before I ever start the war. This is a man with twice as much power as his predecessor, and he didn't get manifestation immediately. Thank you, Trey. Trey is a great debater, by the way, but that is a great point, and what I keep trying to get people to see. If you're following certain leaders and you seeing the amount of work that goes in for their manifestation, why are some of y'all up on the impression all you got to do is give some money, or all you got to do is pray one time, or all you got to do is pour some oil out, or all you got to do is make one sacrifice, when this man, in order to get this child to come back to life, had to do several things? There are certain things I tell people all the time, like when it comes to, I have to look at a situation and see what all I got to do in order to get a certain outcome. Depending on what you want to manifest, there are certain things that need to take place. And that is what I mean by it takes more than the tools. Hold on, y'all. I bet you wish you wouldn't have came around there then. Got your ace. I got him. Now, put this crystal back. Now, why is this important? I got to go in knowing that this is not going to solve all my problems. This is not going to fix everything, because I don't know how to use my tools. And one of the things that you want to learn from your madrina, your padrino, your apostle, your prophet, how to work your tool. I put so much information. I put videos out there teaching people how to use the tools that I give them. And people still turn around. First of all, I can't give you my mindset. I can't give you my drive. I can't give you my experience. The only way that you can benefit from any of that is you pay me to do your work. If you pay me to do the work, then I can apply my experience, my strategy. Because even if I tell you something, you just still got to execute it. I can give you a plan, but the players got to execute it. Do you trust your ancestor like I trust mine? Are you going to give them the necessary fuel in order to bring them? This is the whole purpose of hiring somebody. Because when you are honest with yourself, say, you know what? I don't keep my mind stable like that. I'm not consistent like that. And I need somebody that is already committed to doing this work because I'm up and down, in and out. This is the kind of stuff that's necessary before you ever pick up a tool. This is why somebody that got a gun end up getting beat to sleep by somebody that don't have no gun but they know how to use their hands. Just because you got a deadly weapon don't mean you're going to win. Now, let's go on. Let me go to Isaiah 10 and 27. Isaiah 10 and 27 says this, y'all. And it shall come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken away from off thy shoulder, and the yoke from off thy neck. It shall come to pass in that day, the burden off the shoulder, the yoke off the neck, and the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing. Not only you want to be relieved of a situation or a circumstance that has brought stress in your life, that brought confusion in your life, or brought unhappiness in your life, but you also want that yoke or whatever they put on you to be destroyed in the sense that it cannot be placed on you again. That takes the anointing. That takes somebody that was called and chosen to do that work. I'm sorry. I don't care how many people lie to y'all. Everybody not meant to do spiritual work. Just like everybody ain't meant to be a gymnastic or Olympic medalist. Everybody ain't meant to be. I don't understand when it comes to spirituality. Everybody think that they are the one that can go out there and master that craft. And now all of a sudden you the top. No, everybody ain't meant to be a mechanic. I can tell you what. You mess around, let me work on your car. You either gonna end up in a cemetery or you gonna pay a lot of money. Because that ain't my thing. Technology ain't my thing. A lot of y'all as grown people don't know how to admit and say, listen, I'm going to hire somebody because that is not. Why would I say I don't invest all this money in this house, and then when the plumbing went out of whack and busted my house, I called a professional. I didn't go down to Home Depot because I got a Home Depot credit card. I didn't go down to Home Depot because I had a car and transportation and because it's my house, and then try to find me some pipe to fix it. I found somebody that knew, and that man came in there, had the tools that he needed, knew exactly what to do, told me what to do, and then advised me how to get my insurance to pay for this work. I wouldn't have knew none of that if I wouldn't have got the professional. Why is it you as a grown man or grown woman don't know that you not no root worker? I don't care how many herbs you got in your pantry. You not no root worker. You not no conjurer. You not no voodooist son. And you ain't even trying to be, but you out there got a voodoo doll. Because you can order it on Amazon. Just because you can buy it don't mean, in that case, every man that buy a condom should. That means every man should be able to go and buy a Magnum and fill it up. And we all know that ain't true. So let's stop playing games. Let's stop disrespecting the practice and understand, okay, I want to be a part of that so I can have an understanding, but I need to be able to activate these tools and be connected to these tools so I can benefit from the ashe or the spirit or the energy of that particular tool, whatever it may be, whether it's many or few. That's why it's sad to have all these tools and you yet not victorious. I want to say something to all of you that are out here initiating people, and this is coming from a real place, because it's too many hurting people out here, and the Orishas are not doing this to these people. The Impungos are not doing this to these people. The ancestors are not doing it to these people. I wrote down here, stop letting people push tools on you when you have not mastered yourself. You don't need more tools. You need to understand you. And when you pick up that tool, you can use that tool at your will because you understand your ashe, your chi, and your prana. If we are really going to see better root workers, we have to teach those that are root workers, those that are conjuring, those that are shaman, those that are kabbalists. Baby, I'm not telling nobody that there's not things out there that you can do for yourself, because that's not what Apostle Ely is saying. But at some point, you got to know that you're not a beautician. Just because you plait your hair don't mean you're a beautician. You don't have a cosmetology license. Huh? And just because you like your hairstyle don't make you still a beautician. I teach so even if you don't practice it, that when you get out here, you understand all of the things that you may have to do in order to manifest. And the tool is just an extension of self. I'm going to say it again. Moonstone, just an extension of Apostle Ely. Quartz crystal, Vogel, just an extension. This ain't going to be no more powerful than the energy that I put through it. If I want to sound, I have to make this do what it do. Quartz. I have to generate the energy. I have to generate the chi. And then I got to know how to channel it so I can benefit from the tool that I have at my disposal. Sir and ma'am, get all the Apollo sticks you want to. If you don't know how to activate them, we talking about Mars as above below. All you got is a bunch of sticks. Huh? And the spirit, you don't know how to activate those sticks, and then you don't know how to awaken the spirit inside of those woods, so that they can actually work for you and get a desired outcome. All you got is an outward exterior of something spiritual. But truly benefiting from that, you got Ochosi, you got Ogun. You should be victorious. Cheesecake said, God, you just made me hungry when I said that. Cheesecake said, as you stated before, you have to work those items. But you can't work an item if you don't listen, if you ain't a cook, it don't matter how prepared the kitchen is. I don't care. When you walk in a kitchen, it can have everything it needs for you to do and make anything. But if you yourself are not a cook, you can still come out with a nasty plate. In a beautiful kitchen, in a well-stocked kitchen, and got all kind of the latest technology, and you still can't cook a good meal. God done gave some of y'all a whop and you still can't make love. Anyway, thank you, Brother Johnny, for that contribution towards my crowning. Thank you, sir. That's part of our church. Listen, I can be like these other people and tell y'all, oh, you need to get this, you need to get that, when I already know. Just because you put on wrestling shorts, does that make you a professional wrestler? Just because you go and buy some nunchucks, does that make you Bruce Lee? You going to get your ass beat to sleep. Like, first of all, there's a certain level of arrogance and ignorance that you're walking in to actually believe because you got, think about it. Oh my God. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive. It don't make no sense to me. And I no matter how much I talk about it or share with people, why do you think that that's going to make something happen? Because you don't know how to activate it. You don't know how to work it. You don't know how to benefit it. And then you don't know how to use your own energy or own spirits. Okay, let me go on. Proverbs 25:28. They say this man is a trip. I'm serious. Because I want us to start benefiting from spirituality. I want us to start benefiting from the ATR. And one of those things is stop letting people push stuff on you. That's like you laying in the bed with a woman or a man, they say go deeper, and you ain't got nothing else to give. Like, I don't care how many times you tell him to go deeper, he ain't got no more inches to give. It is what it is. You can't give what you ain't got. Anyway, Proverbs 25:28. It says this. I thought I had done got it, but apparently I didn't. It says this. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. And all of us done had somebody get straight by that when them walls were busted, no friction. If you want to practice magic at its simplest form, you still need to understand your own frequency. Rule your own spirit, your own frequency, your own vibration. And so therefore, when you pick up a tool, then you know what kind of energy you're channeling through that tool. You know why you have that tool. Some of y'all don't understand that geometry matters. How this particular instrument channels energy is very different how this one channels energy. It is just we reached capacity. I'm a Sagittarius, y'all. If y'all ain't figured that out, that's how we talk. That's what it is. Huh? I am going to rewatch with my sons. This is true. Much love. It is so important that when you pick up a tool, you understand, okay, it's like what they do when they buy them Michael Jordan shoes. Does it make you jump in higher? Huh? I told one guy, I said, listen here. I said, you need to go get one of them electric beds cause your back weak. Go get one of them beds that already vibrate. So let the bed do most of the work. And you just you just try to hold your balance and hold your position. Because sometimes you need a tool to assist you in delivery. Okay? Yes, there are certain times that you cannot focus yourself, so you get a tool to help you focus. Okay? Then, or sometimes you might sit around and say, you know what? I need to utilize my Ogun. Well, I need to know what Ogun does. How can you practice or utilize a tool that you don't understand? So if you know what Ogun has the capacity to do, and then when you're working with that pot and you're not getting the outcome, that's when you go to your Madrina, your Padrino, or in Gehazi's place, he should have went back to Elisha. This is why this stuff is so important. It's the truth, y'all. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. When you're utilizing tools, you need. I was telling one of my clients, I was showing them I have this is black tourmaline with mica in it, right? So not only does this transmute negative energy, and it also repels negative energy, right? I know I got anger issues, right? And I have different things because my moon is in Aries. The reason why you want to understand your own energy, so you know what tools you need. Okay? When you think about conjure and you think about spirituality, a part of understanding where you fit in and what tools are necessary is to understand who you are, whether you are Pisces, whether you are a Scorpio, whether you are Aquarius. You utilizing hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, those are all vehicles. You need to know how to channel your energy, and you need to know what tools that you need, because it has a lot to do with where you know you developed that. Depending on your development is what you utilize. Depending on what you are operating in is how you utilize that tool. And this is why I tell people, understand your ashe. Stop letting people push too, because all you're going to do is have more to do and less time to do it. Every tool needs your attention. And if you already don't have time, if you already don't understand your frequency and vibration, how can you benefit off of anything? And that's what people need to sit down and start educating people. Understand who you are before you pick up anything. Huh? Every hero in the Marvel community, depending on their gift, is what type of tools that they have. Wonder Woman has her bracelets and her lasso. Huh? Superman just got a cape because he got heat vision, he got freeze vision, he got super strength, super speed, he can fly. He's Superman, okay? Certain people don't need that many tools or no tools at all. Fine. You can't look at what Superman doing and then compare him to Aquaman. You can't compare Aquaman to Hawkman. I'm just using these fictitious characters to give you some understanding. Sometimes we are bent in this, especially when but I don't get this, but we do it. For whatever reason, when it comes to spiritual stuff, we all falsify numbers. We all talk about, oh, I can do it too. Huh? If I ask the average person to get out on the court with Serena Williams, they'll tell me no. Because they already know they can't do nothing with Serena, and they're not finna embarrass themselves. But some reason, when it comes to spirituality, everybody feel like they can do anything. Oh, yeah, he been doing this since a child. But, oh, I go and order the same candle. Go right ahead. Like, what? You can get all my books. You can get the pentagram. You can get some of the same tools I get. You're not going to be able to manifest what I manifest. You don't have my gifting. You don't have my anointing. And that's not just me. That's anybody you watching. Why don't you consider that? Why isn't that a part of your process? And stop letting these people, because you got certain needs or certain manifestations, push you into initiations and stuff that you ain't even committed to the man or woman you living with. How you gonna be committed to a spirit? Like, think about that. You wasn't committed to school. You wasn't committed to the relationship. You wasn't committed to your family. You wasn't committed. How all of a sudden you gonna be I apologize. I needed to know. I'm unemployed and about to get my hustle on bank selling as making frozen without sending money more than you have claimed. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, there, Cheesecake. I want y'all to think about this, and don't say you're unemployed. When you got what you got, you are part of the source. Remember, magic is a state of mind. It's energy follow thought. There's a science behind conjure. There's an intention that you have because you understand source can create. This is why we use the name of Elohim. It is a creative energy. All women create life. They take liquid from a man's phallus and create a whole human being. Eventually, it starts out in liquid form, and eventually the bones get stronger over a period of time. Magic is the same way. It's a chemical reaction. It's the atoms reacting to a thought. It is the atoms reacting to a word. It is an atom responding to a candle or instant that you already have intention. That's where manifestation. All of your cells get together and they say, "This is what we're going to take these God particles and create the energy and the ashe to manifest." Okay, the reason why we pay attention to the days is because certain energies are magnified more on certain days, certain times, certain seasons. I got you, Darius. Darius says, ancestor, guardian, mental clarity, and peace. Got you. Now, when you doing conjure and you got your tool, okay, now what strengthens your tool? Let's just say you got your warriors, right? Where's your red palm oil? Okay, have they been fed? Y'all know how we feed them, right? What does Ogun need to be strong? I don't even care if you don't have the bigger. You should be able to have a connection or activation with that particular pot. What kind of tools are in your Ogun pot? What are you trying to utilize those tools for? You can't just sit them up there or sit them at your door and they're gonna just magically do what you need. You have to assign a purpose to those tools and give them the ashe, the energy, the prana, the chi, whatever y'all want to call it. As in the church, the black church, the power of God. And then once it is fueled with that ashe, which is the charge, Mars energy, then give it time to work. Y'all got two, I have a lot of tools because I'll never know what I got to do, not only for myself, but my clientele. Sometimes I have to work Palo. Sometimes I have to work Voodoo. Sometimes I have to work with the Risha. Sometimes I just work with energy. Sometimes I work with the ancestors. Depending on the situation, there's so many tools. And when somebody, if you trying to get some help, we got to figure out what is suitable for you and what is going to give you the best turnaround or the best benefit. A lot of times, people don't have the tools. And if you got the tools, you don't have the time. And if you got the time and the tools, you ain't got the money. You got the car, but you ain't got no gas money. This is the stuff that you have to consider when it comes to conjure. And guess what? If you're a type of person you have a great memory or you can focus really good, you might not need mental clarity. But if you know that you don't focus like that, you have to have mental clarity, because he whose mind is stayed upon the Lord is kept in perfect peace. And you know your mind don't stay on the Lord. Bo wants a reading. Got you. I hope this helped you guys. I hope that, I want y'all to understand, it's the understanding of your tools. I don't sit around, I need all the help I can get. had to block. Yeah, you're in the right space. Now, I do understand that people trying to make money, and I do understand being a salesman. I'm a Sagittarius. If anybody understands about being a salesman, I do. But I believe that your elay, your coven, your church, if more people understood the tools and respected their tools and utilized their tools the way that I grew up learning how to use my Bible to do conjuring. I know how to flip this Bible. I know how to use these strips. I know how to use the pages in this Bible. And this is a Bible that we got at the church. This ain't even the Bible that I really work from. You have it up here to do my lessons and stuff. But I know how to go in and take certain scriptures and work those scriptures to do manifestation. Some of y'all got tools that you don't even know how to benefit. Some of y'all got tools called water in your own house that you don't know how to plant stuff. That ain't nobody's fault. You have to learn your own energy. And then start respecting the process. And if that ain't what you're trying to do, and you still want manifestation, pay somebody. Here's a thought. Pay somebody. If you do not have time to dedicate to your manifestation, then you have to pay somebody to do it. This word is like a scroll. Jesus, sweet at first, but bitter to the belly. Thank you. Think about when it comes down to your objects that you have. You got every color of scarf representing your prayer life, and you still getting defeated because it's not the tool. It is you. You don't believe in spirit like that, and you have not went through enough tests and passed enough tests to get elevated. Okay? I need to say this too. Going through does not constitute elevation. When you are not passing your test, you're not elevating. You're not elevating yourself, and you're not elevating your ancestors. So a lot of this stuff that I be telling y'all about, the guardian angel incense, I be telling you about, that is not for me. That is for your ancestor. I had to feed mine. But if you want to do some of the things that you want to do on your own, you got to be able to know how to feed them and be consistent. You can't feed your dog one day and don't feed him 7 days and think he's going to be strong. I don't care how much of a attack dog he is. It's hard to attack somebody when you're hungry. You understand? You're weak. If you don't feed your warriors, you don't feed your Orishas, you don't feed your crystal energy, how they going to work? Activate them. Give them the energy. Give them the fuel. It got to come. When you burn candles, remember that energy come from you. And if you're not healthy, that's why a lot of people get sick and get messed up, because they don't realize that when they're doing the work, the energy has to come from somewhere. And normally, because you initiated the work, it has to come to you, from you. That's why practitioners charge like they charge, or in my case, get donation, because I have to use my energy, and until that work is done, my energy is constantly out there working to manifest that. So it don't matter what else I'm doing, that energy is still being pulled from me or my tools in order for manifestation. until it come to pass. Yeah, you think you excited. Wait, no, you think you excited. Wait till I get done. Because I love to make people a believer. Let me tell you something. For all of you that got messed over by spiritualists, let me say this. When I say messed over, you feel like you didn't get what you wanted. I'm gonna teach y'all what I taught my ex. And I end up meeting her baby daddy. And I asked him, did they have anything going on? He said, no, we ain't got no dealings, just our child together, blah, blah, blah. And so after I asked that question, he was a Sagittarius too. So his response to me after I said that, he said, you know I've been there first. I said, yeah, you was there first and you left a lot of meat on that bone, but don't worry, I'm going to get every bit of it off. So all I'm telling you, Rogers, I'm going to handle that. I realize that they left meat on the bone, but I'm gonna get every bit of that meat off that bone. I said, don't you worry, I'm gonna get every ounce of that meat. When I get through, all the marrow gonna be gone out that bone. I'm crunching bones and all. You understand, baby? Thus say Apostle Ely. Now, let me see. We got ancestor incense for Darius. Guardian angel. And let me tell y'all something. I get it. You want certain manifestation. And listen, I done been with some of y'all. I didn't always have certain things I wanted or needed. But when your time comes, you're going to be all right. Just don't lose your desire to want to be great in what you do. Everything my spiritual dad taught me, when he taught me, I wasn't utilizing it. I wasn't in no place to utilize it. I didn't have it like he had it. Mental clarity. Some of y'all think when you gain information or a certain tool that you're gonna be able to utilize you love it. Certain things right away. No, you don't. No, that's not life. Whoa, Granny snapped in your dream. All right now. Woo. What's up, Playtime TV? Then I got peace incense. I do realize that everybody is not serious about spirituality. I get all that. I also get that everybody wants their tools to do their work. I get all that. I would love it if it was like that, but the truth of the matter is it's not. It don't matter what your ATR is, what your spiritual sign is. You have to work and you have to apply, whether it's your sigils, your veves, your patipimbas. It's all subjected on your energy and how much you're willing to put in it. And if anybody telling you anything different, sir, man, they're lying to you. I'm here to tell you, this is what I do for a living. This is what I do. I love what I do. It takes a lot in order. Yes, I get a lot of turnaround, I get a lot of victories, but I put a lot out to get that. Listen, I've been a hoe. In order to be the type of hoe I done been, I had to put out. And you can take that however you want to take it. But you don't be this type of hoe sitting around twiddling your thumbs. And spirituality is the same thing. What love says she's sorry about? Shamar said, oh Lord, what I miss. All right, I got Darius's incense, and then I'm going to read for Bo. Where's my Boaz? When I be looking, I do reading for y'all, and I be looking at, it be so many things that I be wanting to share, but I'm not trying to push all them tools on you. I got to make sure you ready for it. I got to make sure you in a state of mind. It's a lot, y'all. It just, and anybody telling y'all anything different, this is not the truth. All right, there go my Boaz. See what I'm on a Tuesday. This is my rose water. Got to keep it good and keep it fresh, y'all. All right. Now, here we go. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee that which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes concerning Bo the Pisces. Bo the Pisces. Bo the Pisces. Bo the Pisces. That which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes concerning Bo the Pisces. What is it that this Pisces? All right there, Bo. I see. I'm getting it together. What is it that this Pisces needs to focus on? You got your moonstone? All right there. All right, Bo. All right, stop teasing me, cheesecakes. Don't be teasing me. And a clubhouse would be, yes. Now look at this. This is your shadow card coming up, right? Your shadow card said eliminating negative thoughts, Bo. That's what they want to focus on. It says, Ayin Lamed Mem. It said, I'm now switching off the destructive thoughts that emanate from my ego. In the space that I have opened, a gentle radiance of spiritual light appeared. This is about keeping your mind. What, my baby Scorpio? Yes, I can do a reading for you, baby. But you ain't got no business. You done been too good to me. You gonna be okay. You gonna learn. When I say I got you. Revealing the concealed is your middle card on Bo Pisces. And that means something hidden. Things are being revealed to you. It could be something simple as understanding yourself better, or things are being unraveled for you. But it says Mem Yud Kaf. It said, I gather the ability to bring forth the powers of observation, to see the truth, and the courage to handle this. I feel like Bo is in a time where he is really, things are opening up for him, especially for this to come in your middle card, and your shadow card is talking about your state of mind and understanding that life is only fit to get better for you, and understanding that as you make certain changes and sacrifice and decisions and stand by your decisions, things are going to start attracting to you because you have this Piscean energy. And then your outcome card says heaven on earth. Because you can't make this stuff up, y'all. It says Yud Zayin Lamed. It said, I ignite the light of the Messiah within myself. Remember, I keep trying to tell you, whatever energy inside you, you draw or magnetize that energy. And within others and throughout the planet, the concept of heaven on earth becomes conceivable and achievable. I believe that you're getting to a place that you actually believe things are really going to get good for you, and that you deserve certain healthy and supportive relationships in your life. And it is going to manifest, and it's going to get better, because the more you understand you and get to a certain place in your life, the more goodness are going to come through. Yes, indeed. Confirmation. Thank God and the ancestors for you. Oh, thank you, Bo. This is the kind of stuff. Before you go to bed tonight, Bo, read Psalm 111. Psalm 111. When you are having events and you want a certain outcome, oh my God. Let me say this, baby, and I'm gonna say it like this: you're gonna get more confidence as time goes on, but know before you start something that I always tell my kids, and I tell them, I say, if you did the work, you can be disappointed, and in that disappointment, you learn from your what may have faltered, which means you're gonna get better next time. Never look at going after making money or creating adventures as about success. The success is that you did it, you put it together, and now it's time to draw the energy of the people that are looking for your product. It's all and always will be about supply and demand. Don't ever make it complicated. If you, I hate to say it like that, but You don't have to run an advertisement and run advertisement on television to sell crack. A crackhead gonna find crack. People that love shoes gonna find somebody selling shoes. You understand? Always ask them to put you in places where the people, what you selling, they looking for. My platform, the reason why, because the only people here are that they're looking for what I'm offering. I'm not nowhere where they're not interested in what I'm selling. You know what I'm saying? You might be looking for a turtle. The only reason why you should be in the sea looking for a turtle, unless you're looking for a sea turtle. Other than that, turtles are found in canals, in waterfronts. You understand? Be confident and keep things logical. I did my homework. I've set it up as professional as I can. I have a product. This is what I'm offering. And be confident in your product. You have no reason to be afraid. You really don't. You a pretty girl. You smart. You done did your homework. You done invested your products. There is no loss. Everything, I don't sell out all the time. As good as my stuff is. Y'all can take that how you want to. But I don't sell out all the time. It don't make me feel like I'm a failure. You got to remember, you are going to be fine. You're growing, and this is going to perfect you, especially when it comes to business. As long as you're able to supply the demand, you're going to be okay. That's all you need. As they say, got to find your fishing spot. That's all you need. And guess what? Don't be know where you at and knowing whether your competitors are there, because maybe somebody else doing readings or whatever. You got to have things to offer, and that's why you perfect it. But get on out there. Never be afraid to get out there and experience, because that's what's going to perfect you. I got good at what I do because I've been doing this a long time. And it's nothing going to do but build up your confidence. Because as long as your product is good, only way you should be worried if you got bum-ass products. You got that, then I would be worried. That's like I went to a strip club, and I was celebrating with, because I ain't really into strippers like that, but I went to a strip club for one of my co-workers. He was getting married, and so we was at this strip club in Melbourne, and so they bringing out the girls, right? Some of them aight. Then they bring out this other girl. She wasn't aight. She wasn't even okay. So the man gonna tell myself, if y'all don't throw her no money, we not bringing about no other girls. Not me, I'd have got up and left. But since I was there with other people. But you don't want nobody, if you got a bad product, then you need other things to help you sell your product. Yes, cheesecake be on the ball. Taste to him and fry, and I don't always sell out. But I'm grateful for being able to. Thank you. Always be confident, baby. As long as you master your talent, somebody, somewhere, somehow. And the universe has a way, but you got to believe in yourself. And I don't care what nobody say. All the conjuring words, you have to believe in yourself. You are worthy. And that can't be just a head thing. You got to know that thing on the inside, all right? That's on the real. That's on the real. When I get out here, I don't be caring what these people think. I know I'm good at. No, I take that back. I just disrespected myself. I'm great at what I do. Huh? So, and I had a resume to prove this jabba what I'm doing out here talking. But my thing is to say to you is be encouraged at the place that you've done your due diligence, and this is for you to springboard and have confidence in what you're putting out there. And don't let nobody downplay your product when you know you done invested in your product. And ask your price and stick to it. All right? What's up, babe? Good evening to you as well. Minister Mario, are we good? Are we all clear? Because I got to go to work tomorrow, y'all. And thank you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment up on behind this video. Thank y'all so much for doing that. Just push a little effort. I'm making sure you are awesome, Apostle. And Keish, you are awesome. Oh, thank you, Cheesecake. You heard that, Keish? Y'all tell Keish she gonna tell us like she can do this. Baby, you are a woman. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I'm not just saying that. Understand your nganga, your pot. And you done burnt your incense, and you know what you putting out there. and you let spirit go before you. Definitely got my vote. You welcome, sweet. That right. Y'all let her know. She got this. Stop being nervous. If you're putting out some bullshit, then I see why you're nervous. But you ain't doing that. You ain't that kind of gal. All right. I'm waiting on Minister Mario, son of Ochosi. Go around. And thank you again, Brother Johnny, for being so faithful and so consistent with supporting me in my crowning. And to each and every one of you guys that have as well, I appreciate you. You know I do. I'm waiting on Minister Mario. Let me know if I'm clear. See, Keith, they even know you got this. I appreciate that. See, that's why I love the people that's in my life. They don't just show me love, they show one another love. No wonder they can't stand me. All right. All right, guys and girls. Thank you so much. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Yeah. Hey there, madam. That's a pretty Sagittarius there. All right.